Hello there, Golfreak here, and welcome back to some more Dragon Age Inquisition. When I went to travel, I found out that I couldn't take Blackwall, so I came here to find out what was going on, and I found an Inquisition messenger here. Um,
He would not have left unless he had a good reason.
It is not for me to speculate on Blackwall's motivation. Sister Leliana had us search the Warden's quarters. Not much to find, except this. It was missing from last week's reports. I don't know what Blackwall's interest in this particular matter is, but it could be a good place to start.
okay, well, I think getting Blackwall back is a little bit more important. So yeah, we'll travel here. Yeah, the picture is now different for Cole. So they do change. I don't know why Varric is quite like this unless he's going crazy from the red lyrium. That's just not good. So I gotta make sure I destroy all that red lyrium. That could be the mission. I don't know if I want to go with him, but I may not have a choice, so... And since we're in Valrio, I'll probably do all the quests unless I get shot somewhere else. So we have Josephine's quest here as well. Oh. A new merchant? Sten's sword grip. Interesting.
Cyril Mornay, for your crimes against the Empire of Orlais. For the murders of General Vincent Callier, Lady Laurette Callier, their 4 children, and their retainers. You are sentenced to be hanged from the neck until dead. Do you have anything to say in your defense? Very well.
Well, this is grim.
Look at all these people. I thought we were more civilized than this.
Proceed. Stop! A Grey Warden.
This man is innocent of the crimes laid before him. Orders were given, and he followed them like any good soldier. He should not die for that mistake.
Then find me the man who gave the order.
Oh, shit. Blackwall! No, I am not Blackwall. I never was Blackwall. Warden Blackwall is dead, and has been for years. I assumed his name to hide like a coward from who I really am.
You, after all this time.
It's over. I'm done hiding. I gave the order. The crime is mine. I am Tom Rainier.
Is he faking it?
Those who oppose thee shall know the wrath of heaven. Field and forest shall burn.
I trust you've heard what befell
Come
Rock.
leave me.
Oh, yes.
Our heroes strode the winding road, defiant of the vile. Uncertain pause for home and cause, when met the monster's smile. A man, his kin,
What is this now?
Inquisitor, a title hard to rhyme. Forgive me my distractions, Eminence. My name is Merida, a humble bard.
What do you bring to the...
A simple thing that you know, Inquisitor. I want to... Perhaps I'll also make a coin or two.
Are you a bard?
Oh, heavens no. I'm a minstrel first. I hope my skills will help in some small way. If only...
Carry on.
Oh, I will...
Okay, let's go ahead and level people up. Real quick. Only level 16, but you have 2, huh?
The Winter Palace assaulted. Duchess. I am disgraced. There is an issue that you should address. I think... A shock. I hope to serve the cause, Inquisitor. How could you not see as much?
Okay.
Perhaps I was numbed by the tearing of the sky.
So. See, the thing is, wasn't Blackwall recognized, though, by other wardens? I find that a little confusing. For Blackwall.
I didn't take Blackwall's life. I traded his death. He wanted me for the Wardens, but there was an ambush. Darkspawn. He was killed. I took his name to stop the world from losing a good man. But a good man, the man he was, wouldn't have let another die in his place.
Was the bailiff telling the truth? Did you really do those things?
Yes, I did. It's all true. It's time we all took a good look at who I really am. Don't you understand? I gave the order to kill Lord Callier, his entourage, and I lied to my men about what they were doing. When it came to light, I ran. Those men, my men, paid for my treason, while I was pretending to be a better man. This is what I am. A murderer, a traitor, a monster.
So you're more than that. It depends on what you mean by more than that. If more than that is like, you've also helped people too, then that's fine. But that also could go in the way of you're also worse than this. So I'm going to go with I'm not convinced.
Would a monster have given himself up? Somewhere along the line, you stopped pretending.
Yes.
I need to know the details of what you did. Who you killed. Why?
I betrayed the Empire and assassinated a general, all for gold. The man was General Vincent Callier. My employer was a Chevalier, Robert Chapuis. Sir Robert believed that Grand Duke Gaspard was the rightful ruler of Orlais and would eventually take the throne. He thought that by eliminating one of Celine's loyal supporters, he might endear himself to the true Emperor. I can't say if Robert's plan would have worked. I didn't care. There was good coin offered, and I took it. By the time Sir Robert's involvement was uncovered, I was long gone. Of course, the Grand Duke disavowed any knowledge of the act and publicly condemned it. Robert killed himself. Poison in his wine. Another victim of the great game.
You got your men to help you. What did you tell them?
They didn't know who they were attacking. I told them it was an important mission. They trusted me without question, just as your men trust you.
Armies are weapons. Weapons don't wield themselves.
Weapons don't have lives, families, dreams. An army is not just a weapon.
My reports say that Callier was with his family. You had them all slaughtered.
I didn't know Callier would be traveling with his family. I assumed only soldiers, armed guards. My men had been told to eliminate everyone. They'd seen war. They thought they were defending their country. No one likes to think about that. But it's names that carry power in this world. Bloodlines. Heirs. No matter how leaders like Celine or Gaspard pretend the game is played, that's how real war is waged.
That shouldn't be how wars are fought. There's no need.
War is unfair, and the sky is blue.
Actually, it's green, but...
There's no need for what I did.
There's another thing I'm still wondering.
Yes.
I need to know about Blackwall. The real Blackwall.
We met in a tavern when I was on the run. I was nothing. A waste of life. But he wanted to recruit me. We headed to Valchavan for the joining. The Blackwall insisted on making a stop along the way. An old ruin from one of the previous blights. He said it led to the deep roads. I was to go down alone, find a dark spawn, and fill a vial with its blood. When I returned, I found the warden ambushed by more of the creatures. He took a blow for me. He shouldn't have died. It should have been me.
It was a heroic act stepping between you and the Darkspawn.
I wasn't worthy. He would have wanted me to carry on to Valchavan, I'm certain. But without Blackwall, there's no proof that I've been recruited. But I didn't kill him. I couldn't go to the wardens. But I couldn't just walk away. So, Rainier died. And Blackwall lived.
Who were you before this mess?
I was a captain in the Orlesian army. Well regarded, respected. But it wasn't enough. One mistake. One mistake and everything I worked for fell apart.
The man on the gallows, Morley. Who was he?
My second in command. He was a good man. When I heard he'd been caught, I was resolved to stop his execution. Couldn't let another die for my mistake.
That's all for now.
Okay.
I have Liliana's report on Tom Rainier.
Give me the overview.
Looks like our friend was once a respected captain in the Imperial Orlesian army. Before the Civil War, he was turned, persuaded to assassinate one of Celine's biggest supporters. He led a group of fiercely loyal men on this mission, and told them nothing of it. His men took the fall for him. A few lucky ones, like Mornay, managed to escape.
This is helpful, or at least educational.
Don't blame yourself. We all made this mistake. What do we do now? Blackwall... Rainier has accepted his fate, but you don't have to. We have resources. If he's released to us, you may pass judgment on him yourself.
If it were up to you, what would happen?
What he did to the men under his command was unacceptable. He betrayed their trust, betrayed ours. I despise him for it. And yet he fought as a warden, joined the Inquisition, gave his blood for our cause. And the moment he shakes off his past, he turns around and owns up to it. Why?
He wanted to change. To prove that he'd really left his past behind, he had to face up to it.
Saving Mornay the way he did took courage, I'll give him that. But I can't tell you what to do.
Have Rainier released to us.
We must move quickly. We can explore our options back at Skyhold.
Okay. Wait, what was that optional? Didn't I do that? Okay, let's go do this.
Do you know where this noble wanted to meet us?
I do. The Comte Boisvert's invited us to his mansion, not far from here. I pray he clears up the deaths of my messengers, as promised.
Lead the way.
Nine ages ago. I think an age is every 100 years. Though I'm not sure. I don't think that's a set law.
Welcome, my friend.
You.
Thank you
You.
for seeing us.
If that's the same guy as
You're
from
not
Sarah,
shy. Please, sit. It's an honor to assist two such distinguished guests.
We appreciate your help, Comte.
The death of Lady Montily's servants must weigh heavily. Have you heard of the House of Repose?
The Assassin's League?
My contacts obtained a copy of a document in the archives. Contract for a life.
The House of Repose is hereby sworn to eliminate anyone attempting to overturn the Montiliers' trading exile in Orlais.
Who's sending these assassins?
Contract was signed by a noble family. The Du Paraquets.
But the Du Paraquets died out as a noble line over 60 years ago.
Indeed. But the contract was signed 109 years ago.
How can a family try to kill you after they died out?
The Du Paraquets were our rivals. They drove the Montiliers from Val Royal. This contract was drawn up over 100 years ago, but it wasn't invoked until I tried to overturn my family's exile.
Unpleasant though it may be, the House of Repose is merely fulfilling its contractual duties.
If the people who wanted your family dead are gone, why are the assassins still after you?
A contract is a contract, Inquisitor. Our Legion businesses live and die by their reputations. The entire guild's welfare would be endangered if an agreement was tossed aside on a whim of time or fate.
So they've already been
She's quite
paid.
right, Your Worship. The House of Repose is doing what it feels necessary. By its standard.
I assume you have a thought or two on this, Josephine.
The Du Paraquets still have descendants under the common branch. If we elevate them to nobility, a Du Paraquet could annul the contract on my life.
That will take time, Lady Monty. Time during which the House of Repose will be obliged to run.
Will they now? You are exceedingly well informed. Or not to have said you'd heard rumors, best.
A bit of subterfuge. This contract on your life is an ugly business. One the House of Repose deeply regrets. But this is Orlais. Even an assassin's word is his bond.
I thought you were remarkably well informed about a secret assassin's guild.
We are hardly secret, my dear Inquisitor, just
We.
normally much more reclusive. The contract on Lady Montily's life is so unusual. We felt the courtesy of an explanation was in order.
It is appreciated, monsieur.
Your idea to seek out the Du Paraquet to revoke our orders is an interesting one. I wish you luck. I did not come to shed blood today, Inquisitor. Only to speak. Might I pass?
Why warn us about your contract and let us go?
In Orlais, it is only decent to inform those involved in the contract when extraordinary circumstances conspire.
And the guild's reputation would suffer if you ignored the contract. I quite understand.
Thank you. May we conclude with my departure?
She's okay with it, and though I hate to admit it, because assassination is a terrible business, he's being very, very reasonable. Ah, Josephine's ready to report in.
Go then.
Good day, Yosh. My lady, I pray we never meet again.
Well, I didn't think our meeting would end like this.
We'll deal with these assassins.
I have some thoughts. Let's discuss them back at Skyhold. I'll feel safer with the castle's walls around me.
Do you hear something?
Oh, goodness. Comte Boisvert, is that you? Oh, the lock's been broken off. We'll find a saw. I realize the cabinet is quite valuable, Comte, but surely... A locksmith, then? As you wish.
Let's see. Okay, so do I just need to go? Oh, this just sends me straight to Skyhold, huh? Probably gonna send it straight into a conversation. Okay.
She's one I would offer no mercy. We nearly lost her.
I'm so sorry, Inquisitor. I never thought my family's trading status would trap us in an assassin's plot.
You couldn't have known it would lead to this House of Repose coming after you.
It still shouldn't have slipped past me. I've tracked down the last two parakeets. If they become gentry, they can annul the contract on my life. We'll require a noble from Val Royaux to sponsor them, a judge to provide documents, a minister to ratify them.
It's so like you to take the longest course of action, even when your life is at stake.
I assume you already know everything about this mess.
There is a faster way, Josephine. The original contract on your life is in the vaults of the House of Repose. If my agents infiltrate it and destroy the original, the assassin will have no obligation to chase you.
Leliana, please. I want no more bloodshed over a personal affair.
Don't be so stubborn, Josie. How long will it take you to gather this
I'm
favors
the
in
Inquisitor.
Val
We can solve this without more deaths on either side.
Royaux? My people are ready, should you change your mind. I'll post a watch on our ambassador in case the House of Repose visits.
I appreciate it, but I still believe elevating the two parakeets will solve this. First, we need to perform some favors in Val Royaux. I'd be happy to discuss where we could begin. Any news on the House of Repose, Inquisitor?
You said I'd have to do some favors in Val Royaux if we want to make...
The Countess Dion is our first step. Her lover. Bring her news of him and she'll be very amenable to sponsoring the Duke.
Okay. Well, this will just take some time, but I think we'll be okay. Oh, that's very quick.
At your service.
Okay, do I go sit on the throne now? Because he's actually kind of my favorite warrior. Because he's a tank. He literally takes the hits for everyone and aggroes the enemy. I mean, that's...
For judgment this day, Inquisitor, I must present Captain Tom Rainier, formerly known to us as Warden Blackwall. His crimes... well, you are aware of his crimes. It was no small expense to bring him here.
Actually, it was a very
but
small expense.
The decision of what to do with him is now yours.
I didn't think this would be easy, but it's harder than I thought.
Another thing to regret. What did you have to do to release me?
Josephine called in a few favors. There are enough people out there who owe the Inquisition.
And what happens to the reputation the ambassador has so carefully cultivated? The world will learn how you've used your influence. They'll know the Inquisition is corrupt.
Your opinions will no longer be considered. You've lost that privilege. I decide what becomes of you now.
And what becomes of me?
Once this is over... It says once this is over, so that means he should still be with me. And I actually wanted to do this. This is actually the option I really wanted to do, so...
Blackwall intended you join the Wardens. I will let them decide your fate, but only when Corypheus is dead. For now, Tom Rainier, the Inquisition needs you.
As you command.
Blackwall gave you the chance to atone through action, not merely punishment. I find I can do no less.
I am grateful for this, Inquisitor. And I will serve for as long as I can.
I absolutely... That's actually kind of what I wanted to do. Is because serving the Wardens is basically a death sentence, but it's like spend 25 years in prison and then you're executed type thing. Except you're not a drain on society and you're actually helping society. So it's one of those it's one of those kind of unique things where it's kind of still a punishment, but in a way that lets him redeem himself, and in a way that can better society as well, both by stopping Corypheus and in this case ending the Darkspawn. So it's basically like taking prisoners and forcing them to do community service type thing. That's the only way I could think of explaining it. But that was literally what I wanted to do. And I'm so happy they gave me that option with him. Anyway, it's time for me to cut this video off. Going to the Exalted Plains. Fast traveling here. That's pretty sick. He's still called Blackwall. So hopefully after we finish this up with Varric, set. I want Dorian. But I need to make sure that I do all of the companion side quests so that we don't lose anybody. But anyways, yeah, it's time for me to cut the video off. Thank you very much for watching, and God bless.